Hello boys and girls, we're back again with the S10. This is day like 2, I guess, on the S10 is what we're gonna call it. Video 2 at least on the S10. For those of you that didn't see the first video, this is my 82 S15. It's the GMC variant, not the Chevy. So it's got the 15 instead of the 10. It's a V6 2.8 liter. It has an exhaust leak. Otherwise, does seem to run and drive fairly well. The carb needs a bit of work, but we have Al from my wife's work. He's working on cleaning up and rebuilding a spare carburetor that was in the bed of it for it, so we can hopefully throw that on, tweak it, and get it running better. Because if not, well, I'm going to start ordering parts. So, yeah. But anyway, last video, we power washed it off because, well, the thing had been setting since 06, not really been driven at all since then, and was just covered in moss. We redid the front brakes and we wiped down the interior some. You know, nothing too crazy, just getting it to a more livable area than it was before. Cleaned out the bed, did all that stuff, you know. Still need to do some more cleaning back there, but it's good enough for the minute. And in the end of that video, I said this video we were going to clean it up a bit more and kind of change the attitude and the altitude of it, and that is the plan. We have some new buffing pads, some 4-inch rear drop blocks, and 2-inch drop front spindles, and a couple different set of wheel options. So at least I think we have 2 sets of wheel options. Well, technically I think we have 3, because right there we could always run these ones too. But I don't want to take those ones back off of the Impala, mainly because I don't want to move the scooters to do it. So we have one 100% sure wheel option. A second one, I believe I have the adapters to run it. So we're going to look at them both and go from there. First things first, though, we have buffing wheels and we have compounds. We are going to see if we can make this paint look a little bit better again. Just because right now it doesn't look all that great, and I think we can do it better than just washing it. So we also have at least one of the side trims to put back on. We are going to do that for now. Later that may change. We may take them back off completely and buff it all out. But as of right now, that's not the goal, not the plan. So I guess from here, I'm going to throw you guys probably up on the window, have you look down at the hood, and start running a buffer over and see what happens. That made a hell of a difference in a hurry. I mean, you can see the lights and the reflection. And that was just the polishing compound. That's not even wax. I actually looked. I am currently out of wax, so I need to make a run to the parts store and grab a bottle. So I think that's what we're going to get ready to do, is we're going to run and do that, grab a bottle of wax. So I have everything here. I did grab everything to where if I wanted to, I could go over all of it with cutting compound as well. But with as good as that cleaned up with just the buffing compound, I don't think we're going to go that crazy. I don't see the point in it. No offense. It's an S10, and it's beige. It doesn't matter how much you clean it. It's still going to be this color. But we'll just make it that color, but shiny. So I think the next goal is going to be, can I achieve a similar look across the hood, maybe with just wax compound, and not the cutting compound as well. We'll see. I don't think I'm going to be able to. I think I'm going to have to go over the whole truck twice, which I'm fine with if that's what I got to do, because it's not going to take forever. Take a couple hours and we'll move on to the nice stuff. Or I may just like the way it looks with the cutting compound for now. We might call it quits there. So, all right. Either way, I need to run and grab a bottle of wax. We're going to go do that. So this is the one whole side of the truck done. Now some of you will notice I did the buffing compound on the roof and the hood, but I didn't do it down the side of the truck. And that's because realistically, as I tested some spots with the wax wheel took out everything the buff wheel was going to take out with just a little extra time. So instead of me taking a bunch of time swapping heads back and forth, because the side of the truck wasn't as bad as the top and the roof, because the roof and the hood and all the top surfaces always take more because they're flat. Everything can lay on them. You can lay stuff on them, dust lays on them, dirt lays on them. So they take a brunt of the damage as far as paint goes. The sun's normally beating down more directly on them all the time. So they take a brunt of the damage, while the sides of the vehicle normally isn't so bad. So it didn't take a lot to buff out the sides as well as I wanted them to be, because of the fact that they don't see the damage. So at this rate, I think I'm going to put down, oh yeah. And I don't know what I'm doing about trying to clean the top yet, because I really don't want to go over this with pads that I just bought. So I got a couple old pads. Maybe I'll hit it with one of those and see what it does. Just so I'm not tearing up a good pad. See if that'll clean up that way. It may turn down to that might be the deciding factor on why we take the top off, just because we can't make it look as good with it on. I haven't decided yet. Or we may mask it off and we may just shoot the thing in a new coat of white and call it a day. Yeah, we'd lose the pinstripes and stuff, but you know, well, is what it is. So that would suck to lose the pinstripes. That's kind of the whole reason to even like the top. So yeah, we're gonna try hitting it with a different buffing wheel and see what happens with that. And we'll probably still use the same wax and just go from there. But that has got this side done. Now, just to give you guys a reminder, that's how chalky it was before. This is how chalky this side still is. So you can see there is a difference. Like even the top of that fender to the bottom of that fender, you can see a huge difference there. This side you'll be able to tell more when I'm done, because it's at least a little bit of it's in sunlight. But I'm just gonna bring the stuff over, knock out this side of the truck, knock out the tailgate, so we can start moving on to the fun stuff without me dying. So yeah, all right, let's get started. The rear is done. I put the stock tires back on because I'm not sure which set of wheels I want to put on yet. And I don't want to give it away until I get the whole thing lowered. So seeing how low that is and compared to how high the front is, I don't think 2 inches in the front's going to be enough. So while we have it apart, we're going to go ahead and cut probably half a loop off of each front coil. That should give us 3 inches total up front. I do believe should be 3 inches total up front. So that's what we're going to do. That should get the front good and low with the back, or with the drop spindles. And from there, we'll figure out which set of wheels and tires we're going to put on. Either way, she's going to be good and proper low. I'm all for it. And there is still some travel in the rear, even with the bump stops. Not a ton, but some. So I'm happy with that. I could have probably got 5-inch blocks and been an inch lower than this yet and still been fine, and then took and did 3 to 5 inches, or did 3 to 4 inches in the front. But for now, this is plenty good, because I think at a 3-inch drop in the front is going to be pushing my luck on going any lower without really messing with the geometry more than I want to. So all right, let's get the front end in the air and get started on it. There we go, one knuckle on, one more to go. I'm gonna go ahead and jump to the other side, get it done, and when you guys see it next, it'll probably have new wheels on it. So, and we'll see how it drives with new wheels and tires on it, and how it just looks lowered. I have a feeling this isn't going to be enough to make me happy in the long run, but it'll do for now. All right, boys and girls, she is outside, and she got new wheels on her. I'm not gonna lie, those are not the ones I actually intended to go with, but I can't find the spacers for the Motegis, so we're just gonna act like they don't exist, and I didn't feel like pulling the other ones off the Impala, so they'll work for now. The front does need to come down a bit more. I really think if I would have took the time to cut the spring, taking an inch out of the spring, it would look really good right now, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm relatively happy with the way it's setting. I am going to look, I think, for some 1-inch drop springs, or maybe some cheap coilovers for the front, just to lower it down a little bit more in the front. But overall, I'm not going to lie, I'm relatively happy with the outcome. So, because this stance issue could be fixed with either a slightly taller, a slightly bigger back tire, which it has room for, or a slightly smaller front tire, which would bring the front end down some. So, maybe both. Get bigs and littles going on it, but that probably won't happen. I do kind of like the square tire, and all 4 of these are brand new, so I really don't want to replace any of them. Yeah. I mean, compared to where we started, I wish I would have got it out in the sun earlier, because the paint just doesn't quite pop right now in the, you know, the late day. But man, got a greasy palm print on it. Dang it. I mean, the hood, you can see the reflection of the trees in the hood though. At least I can. I don't know if you guys can. This side looks good. Again, got handprints all over it already. Gosh dang it. So, I think what we're going to do now, we're going to throw the jack in the garage, shut the garage door for the minute, and then we're going to run up and show it to the wife and see if Al's there. I don't know if Al was closing tonight with her or not. We're going to go find out. Come here.
I can see the roof.
I know, it's shiny.
Like,
I can't, yeah, I know. Well, the back's 4 inches lower now. The front's only 2 inches lower, but I think that's gonna have to change. Huh?
I can tell we missed the spot.
Yeah. The whole cap needs a lot more work yet. But the rest of the truck don't look too bad. Like, oh, this side you can actually see how shiny it is. Like, not bad for, you know, a truck that hadn't moved in like 20 years, 3 days ago.
Your butter wax this week.
Okay. What do we think? Good job?
I don't know.
Of course.
I haven't rode in it. I don't know.
It rides exactly like an S10 rides. Still, nothing changed for any of that. So you remember Uncle Bobby's truck? It rides like that. Just 4 inches closer to the ground.
Not idling at 25 miles per hour.
No, this one almost wants to die at idle. So it is opposite there. Like the carb needs a lot of work. I'm really hoping that one Al's working on. Yeah, the interior of the seat needs wiped back off again because I think I shook stuff loose from the headliner while buffing the roof. So the seat now looks really dirty again, which is a bummer. But like, look at the tailgate, because you remember how like that looked almost white before, and now it has color. Oh yeah, don't stay up on its own.
I know.
It's not in bad shape. Really not. I may have accidentally got a good vehicle off of Lucas. Lucas may have accidentally gave me the coolest thing he owns. Sorry, Lucas. I really wanted to try those Motegis I got sitting at home that came with the Celica on it, but I can only find 3 of the 4 spacers to adapt the lug nut size. I don't know where the fuck the 4th one went.
Look in your 2 piles of spacers.
I did. It's not there.
I don't know.
That's where I found the other 3. I'm blaming that girl. Yeah.
You didn't let her be in there long enough to find the 4th one.
Yeah, I know. God damn it. I'm blaming Bub for that. That's all his fault. Yeah. Why? All right. Well, boys and girls, I think this is where we're going to call this video. This is as good as she's going to get for right now. For me, this is daily drivable now. We are good to go. This is going to work tomorrow. We'll have another video where I think you're going to see me redoing some of the front suspension again. Maybe yet a different set of wheels and tires. And we might see, maybe I'll just do a whole, like, maybe try to do like a paint correction video and see if we can do something about that top. So I'm still not on, I can't make up my mind if I like the topper or not. Like, I just can't decide on whether or not it's okay or not. Part of me wonders if I paint the center of the wheels white, like to pull the white into the rest of the truck, if that would make the topper look better. I've also got to figure out how I'm cleaning that topper, because I don't think a buffing wheel is going to fix that. At least not with any pads I'm willing to use at the moment. And sanding, it's going to pull everything off of it, so at that point I might as well paint it. Yeah. Like I said, I think this is where we're going to call this video. Thank you guys for watching. I will catch you next time. I don't know what we're working on. You guys should know by now that I'm so ADHD. We could be working on a scooter, we could be working on an RC, we could be working on a Nova, Cadillac, Impala maybe. Who knows? Maybe even this again. But I will catch you guys next time. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. Bye. Oh yeah, like, share, subscribe. Bye.